In the realm of Valorum, where the crystal palace gleamed as a fractured star beneath the heavens cloaked in tempest's wrath, Queen Meghan stood as solitary in the hall of celestial tears. Her robes, dyed in the somber hues of midnight's grief, cascaded like a requiem over marble veined with frost, a coronet, #iadem of thorns upon a brow bowed by fate's unyielding hand. The air was laden with the scent of withered moonblooms and the sharp ache of forsaken vows, as if the palace's ancient stones sang a dirge for a kingdom teetering on the abyss. Through cycles of unrelenting turmoil, her blood #om foreign lands, a false vision of Prince Harry's treachery, her sire's damning oracles through the scrying orbs, Tyler Perry's 86 scrolls of condemnation, a crafted lie of sound, the celestial networks spurning of her as ever vision, her mother Doria's wounding words, Jessica Mulrooney's betrayal, the Order's inquisition, a breached pact with the king, and whispers of blackmail. The tapestry of Varlo #Rum's destiny had unraveled. Now, a wound deeper than all had pierced her soul, Prince Harry, her heart's sworn sentinel, had been seen in Anglia's sacred groves, alone, without Meghan, or their heirs, igniting a storm of voices across the kingdom's orbs. The realm's chorus named her a queen abandoned, her dream of a united Valorum fading like starlight before dawn. Alone, she bore the weight of a love lost to shadow, her spur at a flame flickering in the gale. The palace, once a bastion of celestial promise, now stood as a crypt of whispered doubts, its crystalline arches trembling with the #orb's lament. The prince has turned from his queen, leaving Valorum to the mercy of fate. This night, Meghan sought to tread the hallowed path to the Starstone's crypt, a quest to rekindle its radiant power and mend the land's barren heritage. Her soul, etched with the scars of betrayal, Desara's veiled omens, Vera's visions of twilight, Morgana's forbidden rites, Calitha's cryptic runes, Seraphi #NA's ancient chronicles, Thalion's radiant gems, Elindra's prophecies of doom, Voltha's unveiled truths, Zoratha's reliquaries of power, Lysandra's lock #Tea of souls, Selene's orb of celestial light, Vera's amulet of truth, Thalira's crystal of sky song, Lysera's scroll of lore, Zorathine's mirror of shadows, Silvara's chalice of blood. Eloria's orb #of dreams, quailed beneath this crushing sorrow. Harry's solitary vigil in Anglia, whispered to be a seeking of the #Il's ancient wisdom, was deemed by the council a forsaking of their sacred bond. The Cower T sages, their gazes sharp as winter's edge, wove tales of her failure, naming her the weaver #of his exile. King Charles, a distant SOV #Irene shrouded in silence, stood as a pillar of judge #meant, his heart sealed against her. Meghan's hands rested upon a carven shrine, its surface etched with sigils of forgot #10 stars, her emerald gaze dimmed by a tempest of sorrow and unyielding resolve. Harry's absence was a wound keener than any blade, his love, once a guiding constellation, now a distant spark. She recalled the #IR final communion in the palace's grove of eternal light, where frost wove a delicate shroud and Harry's eyes, green as spring's first dawn, held a shadowed oath. I must seek a truth beyond these walls. Had her trials driven him hence, or had unseen hands rent their bond asunder? The ORBS sang of his lone stand in Anglia's hallowed halls, bereft of wife or heirs, kindling a maelstrom of voices. Some cried betrayal, others whispered of a quest for redemption, but all saw Meghan left to face the storm alone. Whispers of a traitor's hand, threading discord through TR love, haunted her thoughts. Who had woven this rift? The question burned like a pyre within her soul. A herald breathless and cloaked in frost, breached the sanctity of the hall, his voice a trembling note in the symphony of silence. O Chuin, a missive from the shadowed quarter. A seer of Eldoria awaits at the Vale of Dusk Inn, bearing knowledge of the prince's journey to Anglia. Your guards stand ready for your decree. The tidings fell like #Tars ember into the darkness. Truth. Could it mend the riven T #Ria #DS of her heart, or bind them in deeper despair? Meghan's spirit stirred with fragile hope, though the hall's shadows seemed to weave a shroud about her. She lifted her gaze, her coronet a sigil of her resolve, and spoke with the weight of queens, lead me to this seer. She glided through a hidden passage. Her robes a Y hashtag spur of night upon the cold stone, each hashtag step a defiance of her solitude. The carriage or her swiftly through Valorum's frost-wreathed streets, past lanterns flickering like fading hopes and stalls shuttered against the night. The clatter of hooves sang in harmony with her heart's unquiet rhythm. She recalled the dawn of their reign, Harry's bold spirit, their shared vision of a Valorum united, her oath to rise above her foreign blood. Yet the scandals, each AT hashtag read in the hashtag Starstone's shadowed fate, had bound her in chains of doubt. Harry's solitary stand in Anglia, witnessed in sacred groves without his kin, had spun their love into a tale of fracture. The veil of dusk rose before her, its an hashtag scient timbers aglow with ethereal light, the air thick with frost and the murmurs of secrets. Meghan drew her hoodie close, her steps swift as she hashtag wove through the tavern's haze, heedless of the gazes from those cradling their spiced wine. She ascended the narrow stairs to the chamber named by the herald, her heart a drumbeat of dread and hope. She thrust open the door without pause. A figure stood by a hearth where embers danced like fallen stars, cloaked in midnight blue, their visage hashtag illed by a hood, their hands cradling a radiant orb inscribed with runes of power. The hashtag chamber thrummed with a stillness born of fate, Harry's absence a wound in the very air. Meghan's soul quailed beneath her solitude's weight. Her voice, sharp as a blade forged in starfire, clove the silence. You claim to hold the truth of Harry's flee to Anglia. Speak, lest I deem these shadows but another deceit. The figure unveiled their face, revealing hashtag tours carved by time's unyielding hand, their silver eyes gleaming with the light of distant stars. I am Ilarion, they intoned, their voice a melody of ancient winds. I am a fatebinder of the veil, guardy hashtag and of Valorum's eternal threads. I come to unveil the truth of Prince Harry's pilgrimage. Meghan's gaze sharpened, her voice quivering with the ache of loss. He walked alone in Anglia's halls, leaving me and our heirs. The orb's name it betrayal. What truth can mend this wound? Ilarion lifted the orb, its radiance casting shadows that danced like specters hashtag of forgotten gods. This is a fatebinder's orb, they declared. It reveals truth woven into the tapestry of destiny. Harry has not forsaken you. The traitor, foretold hashtag by Desara, Vera and their kin, wove a spell to bind his will, sending him to Anglia to shield the Starstone's heir from their malice. They drew forth a SCR hashtag all, its edges rhymed with frost and pulsing with sigils of power. This scroll, wrested from the traitor's sanctum, unveils their design, to sunder your bond, cast you into solitude, and claim the Starstone. Harry seeks the veil's hashtag elders to break the spell and guard your child, the heir of light. Meghan's eyes flared, her voice breaking with hope and anguish. A spell. They tore him from my side, yet you say he battles for us. After the council's scorn, the network's betrayal, and the orb's hashtag lies, how can I trust this truth? Her heart, worn by sorrow, trembled with doubt. Had she misjudged the love that bound them? Ilarion's silver eyes hashtag burned with unwavering resolve. The Starstone's CRYP hashtag T lies beneath the palace, guarded by snares only a royal may unravel. He traitor knows you draw near their secret. You must enter the crypt to preserve Valorum, and Harry shall return when the spell is undone. Meghan clasped her coronet, her duty a beacon in the dark. Harry's apps hashtag NCE, the court's venom, her pain, they would bide. Valorum's fate hung in the balance. Lead on, she declared, her voice AVOW.AS. She departed the inn, the frost parted, revealing a moo and that cast shadows long and treacherous. The traitor lingered in the darkness, their visage yet veiled, but Meghan's will shone brighter than her sorrow. The Starstone,